Hello everyone, welcome to this video. You know very well that we already cover up two parts for the solution of the problem in this electrodynamics by DJ Griffith. Okay, and also the chapter 1 of electrostatic and magnetism by Bigos. We already solved this chapter 1 of this book, and two part, that is 2 point up to 2.18 problem of DJ Griffith already solved. In this video want to discuss about the question or problem 2.19 to 2.29 of this book, that is DJ Griffith electrodynamics. So let's start with question number 2.19. okay, and the previous lectures link given in the description box, you can watch from there. Let's start with question problem number 2.189, which says calculate curl of E directly from equation 2.8 by method of section 2.222. Refer to the problem 1.62 if you get stuck. Okay, so 2.8 equation is like that. This electric field 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught volume integral of rho by r square rho cap del tau. Okay, you need to find out the curl of E from this equation, and you can using this formula. Okay, so curl of E is 1 by 4 pi epsilon curl of this parameter, right? That, and this will be taken out because this is a function of only, because this is a function of, this is a function of r prime, not r, that is this is a function of source point, and this curl is taken on the r, that's why this will be taken out from this derivative, that is the curl, and the curl of this, and this is nothing but will be 0 because r to the power n, and this, and curly r, you know the curly r is nothing but r minus r prime. So actually curl of this is nothing but curl of r, since r prime is taken as a constant during this curl, right? Because the curl on the r, that's why. So this become will be 0. So finally we got 0. Okay, go to the next one. One of these an impossible electrostatic field, which one? So you need to take you just get the point, that is curl of U will be 0 for electrostatic field. So we can check whether this curl is 0 or not. So curl of E of first is not equal to 0, so this is not a possible electrostatic field. And in case of second one, curl of E is 0, so this is a possible electrostatic field. Now you need to take for possible one, and the question says, another part of this question says that find the potential using the origin as your reference point. So you need to find the potential and then compute divergence of V, just that we can get the electric field. So for that, for the potential, you can refer to the integral, that is the potential V equals to minus E dot dr, right? So we can find out E dot dr is given here, and dr is the x cap dx plus y cap dy plus z cap dz, right? So just dot product will be like that. If we take the point x0 y0 z0 in this path, this is a line integral, so we can take this path. This point is this point is nothing but x0 0 0, this point is x0 y0 0, and this point is x0 y0 z0. So for path 1 we had the change only x from 0 to x0, and y is 0, z is 0, so dy 0 dz 0. So here dy 0 dz 0, you will get only y square dx, and this corresponding integration, will be that since y is 0, so this will become 0. So for that part the line integral will be 0. Next, for that one, their change will be this will be changed from, this is x0 0 0 and this is x0 y0 0. So here change only z y from 0 to y0, and x0 is constant, that is dx0, and z is 0, dz 0. So only dy term exists and z equals to 0, that's why this is 2x0 y. If you integrate from y0 to y0, you will be get this expression. For part 3, only z is changed from 0 to z0, x is x0, y is y0, so dx and dy is 0, only dz term exist, and put this value y equals to y0, you will be get this expression. So finally you will be get minus of this, you will be get total potential this expression. Now if we find out the divergence gradient of v, you will be get this expression, and this is nothing but the electric field, so we will be get this expression equals to minus grad v. Okay, I think clear. Go to the next one. 2.21 says find the potential inside and outside a uniform charged solid sphere. This is a charged solid sphere of radius r whose total charge is q. You need to find out potential inside point and outside point. For inside point we can calculate the electric field. We already find out electric field previous section, previous video, but here we also repeat here. The electric field can be find out from the Gauss theorem. If we take a Gaussian surface, so the field E into ds equal to q enclosed by epsilon naught. So q enclosed within that is rho into 4/3 pi rq. Finally, we will be get this electric field, and after getting electric field, we can find out the potential minus E dot dr is this, and dr will be, and finally we get this potential. Here C1 is the constant. Here C1 is the constant. C1 is the integral constant. Integral, this is the integral constant, right? This is the integral constant. Now if you take in the outside point, if r is taken outside, so this is 4 pi r square, but this is 4/3 pi r cube, because charge up to capital R. So electric field will be like that. So the potential will be E dot dr, and finally we get this expression. Now the condition is that is, you can take here that use infinity as a reference point. That's mean at r tends to infinity, potential will be 0. Reference point we can take 0. So if you put r equals to infinity, this is 0 and this is 0, so C2 will be 0. So Phi output, that is the point outside this sphere, will be like that. This is the potential, and the inside point, if we use this condition that at the surface r equals to r means at the surface, right? R equals to r means at the surface. At the surface, what will be the happen? The potential, inside potential and outside potential will be same. So in inside potential, that means this expression, put this expression where small r equals to capital R, because of the surface, small r equal to capital R. Similarly for output, put this small r equal to capital R, and finally you will get the value of C1, and if you put the value of C1, you will be get this expression, that is the potential within this solid sphere. Within this solid sphere, this is the potential expression, and this is the out of the solid sphere. Clear? We need to find out this one. Next we need to check, compute the gradient of v is region and check the correct field and sketch v of r. So compute the electric field, just gradient. So gradient of v in, if you take gradient of v in here with respect to r, so you will be get this expression, and for outside gradient of this, you will be get this expression, right? So this is outside electric field and this is inside electric field. And if you wants to plot this potential with respect to r, at the 0, this is that value, and this fall down, and after the outside, this is inside, this is inside, and this is outside. Okay, so if you wants to find out this potential expression, this is the inside value, r equals to 0, you will be get 3 of this, and r equals to r, this becomes 2, That's why this is 3 q by 4 pi epsilon naught 2r, and this is q by 4 pi epsilon naught r. 2 r cancel out. Okay. Go to the next question. 2.22. Find out the potential at a distance s from the infinite long state wire carrying a line charge density lambda. This is a long state wire with line charge density lambda. You need to find out the potential at distance s. Compute the gradient of potential and check whether this correct field. So you will be get the electric field from the problem 2.13 just to get using the Gauss theorem. So the potential will be E dot ds, you will be get like that. Here we cannot take v equal to 0 at s tends to infinity, because this infinity and this cannot be 0. So we take v equal to 0 at any other point s equals to s. So some other point we take reference point s equals to a, this will be 0. Then if you put this v equals to 0, s equals to a, you will get the value of c, and if you put this, the expression of v will be like that. After that, if you gradient of this potential, you will be get this expression. This is nothing but this electric field. So this matches. Go to the next one. For the charge configuration, that is problem 2.15, find out the potential at the center using infinity as a reference point. This is the problem 2.15, we already discussed. You can watch this video also, link given in the description box, and the corresponding figure like that. Within that region, that is B to A, there is a charge distribution, and in this are the hollow. Okay, and from this problem you know the potential between within this region is 0. Within A to B the potential electric field will be like that. Within A to B the electric field will be like that, and for outside the B, this is region 1, this is region 2, and this is region 3. Okay, for 3 region the electric field will be like that. We already obtained from this problem 2.15. Okay, now the potential for region 1, the electric field is 0, so potential will be constant. Next the region, the potential will be E dot ds. Using this expression you will be get that one. And number 3 region, the you use this electric field, you will be get this expression. Okay, now infinity as a reference, that is at r tends to infinity v will be 0. Put this value r tends to infinity v equals to 0, so c3 will be 0. So you will be get v3, that is the potential potential r greater than b. When r greater than b, this is the potential. And r equals to b, the continuum v2 equals to v3. v2 is line between r is line between a to b. Okay, and v3 is r greater than b. So for that, if we using this condition that r equals to b, these two are equal, you will be get the value of c2. Okay, you put this value in c2 expression. This is the v2 expression, v2 where c2 is obtained here, this is the c2. If you put the value, this is the v2, that is the region, v2 is the region within that. Now at r equals to a, the v1 and v2 is equal. v1 is r less than a, and v2 is r is a to b, right? Using this condition you will be get the value of c1, and putting the value of c1 you will be get the v1. Okay, so at the origin if you put r equals to 0 in this expression, you will get the same, that is the constant potential, that is ln b by a. Clear? Go to the next one. 2.24 says for the configuration problem 2.16, this is the problem 2.16 and this is the corresponding figure. Find the potential difference between a point on the axis at a point on the outer cylinder. So there is a 2 point at a point at the on the axis and another point on the surface of the outer cylinder. Okay, so you need to find out the potential difference. Note that it is not necessary to commit yourself a particular reference point. Here we did not need any particular reference point because we find out the difference. So this reference will be cancelled out, right? So the potential difference of this equation 2.22 says this potential difference will be like that, minus a to b e dot dl. So here the v this is 0 distance and this is b distance, so v of b minus v of 0 is equal to 0 to b e dot dl. This can be from into t 3 from 0 to a to b, right? 0 to a to b, because the electric field into that region, this is 1 2 and 3 region, we got the electric field 3 region in this problem. You can watch this video also. So putting this electric field value which obtained in this problem and integrate, you will be get this answer. Okay, and here you can see there is no need to take reference because this minus will be cancel out this reference frame. Okay, so just put the value of electric field which was obtained in this problem and integrating, you will be get this potential. Very clear, just do yourself. I think you can do this. If there is any problem, you must comment in the comment box. Go to the next one. Problem 2.25 says using equation 2.27 and 2.230. 2.27, you can see here 2.27 equation is that the potential for the discrete point charge, and this is the potential for line charge density, this is the potential for surface charge density. So using these two equations, find the potential at a distance z above the center of charge distribution, figure 3.24. So figure 3.24 says there is two positive charge among at a distance z, you need to find out the potential. For a line charge density, you need to find out the potential, and for a surface charge density, you need to find out the potential. Okay, in each case compute the gradient of v and answer will be comparable with that region. So at first you can see here the problem which we need to compare for electric field. Problem 2.2 and this is the exercise, and this is the problem 2.6. You need to compare the solution of that three. So at first, if you take this two positive charge, this distance will be that. So the potential will be 1 by 4 pi summation q of distance. So for that charge, q by root under z square plus d square by 4, and for that charge, this are the z square plus d square 4. So this is the potential at that point, and the electric field will be gradient of v. If you find out the gradient of v, here with respect to z only, because there is no x or y functions, only z function is present. So you, if you derivative with respect to z of this function, you will be get this one, and this is the same as we obtained 2.2a. you can watch the previous lecture of problem 2.2a, you can get the same result. Next one is for the line charge density. For line charge density, the potential will be like that, lambda line charge density by Carlier distance, and this is the dl. Okay, so if you take dl at a distance l, you will be get this expression. The distance will be root under z square plus l square, and the limit will be minus l to plus l because there is 2l. So this lambda will be constant taken out, and this is the formula of this integration, and put the value of l, you will get this equation. And if you multiply the uppers, that is the upper portion of this, you will get there is 2, that's why this 2 is cancel out and this taken as a z. Okay, and if you just take gradient of this function with respect to z, just derivative, you will be get this expression. You just follow up this calculation in your own notebook, you will be get this expression which is as same as the exercise 2.1. This calculation you must do yourself. For any query, you must comment in the comment box. Okay, go to the next one, that is the surface charge density. For a surface charge density, the potential will be this, and if you take a circular ring that is with radius r, that is the 2 pi r into dr is the surface area of this region. So 2 pi r dr into sigma is the surface charge, and the distance will be root under z square plus r square. So if you take z square plus r square t square, substitute, and the limit will be changed. If you put r equals to 0, so t equal to z, and put r equals to capital R, so t equal to root under z square plus r square. Putting this in value, we will be get this expression, that is the potential at point P. Now if we take the gradient, with respect to z, you will get that expression, which is the same as the problem. We get problem 2.6. you can refer to this problem, which is such that you can check whether this electric field was obtained. Okay, now go to the question again. The question says, up to that question we cover up. Question says, suppose that change the right hand point charge of figure A minus Q, that is right hand point charge plus Q change into minus Q. Then what will be the potential? You need to find out potential at point P. What field does that suggest? From potential you need to find out field, and compute your answer of problem 2.2b and explain carefully description. So go to the figure. Okay, so we change this plus q as a minus q and find out the potential. This is a plus q and this is a minus q, that's why this is a minus, so the potential will be 0. Since potential 0, then the derivative will be also 0, so electric field at that point will be 0. But problem 2.2b says the electric field at that point will be this. So what happened? Up to the previous problem, we just check out the potential from electric field, and we can check from the previous problem, but at this, in this problem we get the different thing, because the potential 0, the electric field will be 0, but the electric field was obtained this from the previous problem. What is the contradiction? Because this potential was find out only respect to z, because we find out only the z component of this potential. Okay, and we find out electric field of z component. This z component, actually this is the z component, this is the z component of electric field. Okay, this was 0, no problem, but in this problem 2.25 we get this is the y cap, that is the y component of electric field. That means we this potential is only the z component, we doesn't know the y component or the x component of this potential. That's why this description is the happening, because this potential was only z component, so the electric field only z component, but in this problem we got this electric field as a y component, so this is the difference. I think clear. If there is any doubt, you must comment in the comment box. Go to the next one. Problem 2.26 says a conical surface, an empty ice cream cone, this is an empty ice cream cone, carries a uniform surface charge density sigma. So the in this surface there is a charge density sigma. The height of the cone is h, the height of the cone is h as the radius of the top. So radius of the top is h and height of the cone is also h. Find out the potential difference between point A, that is the vertex, and the B, the center of the top. So you need to find out the potential difference between this A point and between this B point. So at first, for point A, the potential will be, if we take a circular strip within this cone at a distance r, this is distance r, so this will be also r, because these are the same. So this is r, this is r, and take this as a curlier, this as a curlier is up to that region. Okay, so the potential at point A will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon charge will be 2 pi r into del of curlier, because this is curlier, so this portion is d of curlier in this short region, sorry, so this small region is d of curlier. Okay, so this is sigma into 2 pi r into curlier by this distance is curlier. Okay, and so from figure you can see this is small r, this is small r, and this is curlier, so r square plus r square equal to curlier square, so small r equal to r by root 2. So if you put this small r equal to r curlier by root 2, your curlier will be cancelled out, only 1 by root 2 present, and the integration of d of curly r will be curly r, and the limit you can see here, the value of curly r will be 0 and the maximum value will be root 2 h, because this is h and this is h, because these two are h, this is h, this is h and this is curly r, so this is h square plus h square, that is nothing but root 2 h. Clear? So this you will be get the potential at point A for this distribution of cone. Now for point B, if you take the point B, the potential will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught and this charge will be sigma into 2 pi r, and the distance will be different. Take this as a curly r prime. Okay, curly r prime. Now here you can see the value of curly r prime. What is the value of curly r prime? Prime or bar you can say. So this is r. So this portion, that is the above this portion, will be h minus r, because total is h. So up to that portion this is h minus r and this is small r. So curly r bar will be root under r square plus h minus r whole square. So if you squaring and rearranging and putting this expression, the small r equal to curly r by root 2, you will be get this equation. Okay, if you put just small r equal to curly r by root 2, just we obtain here small r equal to curly r by root 2. So if you use this small r equal to curly r by root 2, just curly r will be in that expression. Now put this value, there is 2 pi sigma taken out, small r equal to curly r by root 2. Actually since this is curly r, d of curly r, so we need to change in all these parameter into curly r. So that's why this curly r bar will be changed into curly r and this one. Okay, now put this as a z square, actually okay, this as a, sorry, this is take this substitution, we will be get this is 2 curly r and root 2 h d of curly r equal to 2z dz. So from here you will be get this one. So for that we change this curly r by root 2 as a root 2 taken as out, and so curly r, so curly r minus h by root 2 plus h by root 2, these two will be cancelled out. We take this as such that we can substitute. So for this first portion we substitute this, and the for second portion this remaining here, and this portion gives actually 0. If you put this value, z cancel out, dz integration of this 0 to root 2, if you put this value you will be get 0. But here you can rearrange then into curly r minus h by root 2 whole square plus h by root 2 whole square. This is as a formula, this is will be 0. This is as a integral formula, putting this formula and put this limit, you will be get this expression. Okay, just check this calculation. For any doubt you must comment in the bound box, you do this calculation yourself. Okay, so we will be get the potential at point B. Now you need to find out the potential difference. So the potential difference will be Vb minus Va. So Vb and this is Va, just difference, that is the potential difference that point and that point of this cone which has a surface charge density. Go to the next question. 2.27 says find the potential on the axis of a uniformly charged solid sphere. This is a uniformly charged solid sphere at a distance z from the center. If this is a center, you need to take a z distance from the center. The length of the cylinder is L, radius is R, charge density rho. Use your result, calculate the electric field. Okay, so from problem 2.25 C, 2.25 C, you can find out this 2.25 C, that is the 2.25 C, at a distance P, you can find out this potential expression. Okay, so here we can take a circular disc. This is a circular disc, and from circular disc the distance will be x. So the z change as a x and the surface charge density will be rho into dx, because there is a volume charge density into dx will be changed into the surface charge density. So the potential will be like that this question, and the value of x will be z minus L by 2, because this total distance is L. So this is from center to dash portion will be L by 2. So since this is z, so this is z minus L by 2, and at the end point this will be z plus L by 2. Okay, So just integrate this one and put this value, just integrate this one and put this value, do yourself this integration very um, is carefully and put this integral value. Okay, so this is the value of x actually. If you confusion, I write here, this is the value x equal to z minus L by 2 to z plus L by 2. Put this value, upper limit minus lower limit, upper limit minus lower limit. If you put this value and just rearranging them, you will be get this expression. Okay, for any doubt you must comment in the comment box. This calculation you need to do yourself and check with this expression. Okay, now for the electric field will be equal to minus grad V. Now you need to derivative this expression with respect to z, because there is a only variable z, so you need to derivative with respect to z. So the with respect to z, so for that this will be 1 into that, and for the second one that is 1 into that, and for the second one first term will be remaining, and the second one derivative will be 1 by 2 root to this, and derivative of inner side will be this. So for the first term derivative is two term are here, and for the second term if the derivative of this is 1 also, so only present this one, and this the second term 1 by root 2, 1 by 2 root of this Okay, so for first term there is 2, the second term there is 2, and for the third term this is r square ln of this means 1 by 1 by of this, so this change into 1 by of this, so this change into 1 by, and integrate this one, actually this total in the upper side, this total portion, this star, I want to highlight this star, in this star portion this actually replace here, so this one minus this one by this total, and this is minus 12 for the last term, this is with respect to z, this is minus 12. Okay, so you take screenshot this and check with yourself with your notebook. Okay, and here you can see here after calculating this, this is square and this portion will be cancel out, only present only square will be cancel out, only present this two term, since square will be cancel out one, so this one and that one will be like that, sorry, will be like that, and these two are remaining as same, these two are remaining as same, and the next term that is will be like that, and you can see here if you multiply the this as a LCM, and if you multiply this one and that one will be the same. Okay, this will be the same minus this one, and you can see here this is are the same way like that, so these are cancelled out, only 1 by this portion will be r square by this one, and r square by this one is present. Now if you take here the minus will be multiplied, that's why this plus minus are rearranging here. If you take this to 1, if you take this to 1 and this to 1, you will be get uh, this one and that one, and if you cancel out one thing, you cancel out one thing, so finally you will get this one. Okay, so this is a big calculation, but you can do this and check with this slide, take the screenshot and check with this slide, and finally you will be get this electric field. Okay, I think clear about that. This is a big calculation, nothing else. Okay, just do yourself this calculation and check with this answer. The final electric field will be like that. Go to the next one, 2.28. Use this equation 2.29. This is the equation 2.29, the potential from the volume charge density to compute the potential inside a uniformly charged solid sphere of radius r total charge q, and compute your answer of 2.21. We just in this video we solve this problem 2.21. You can watch the expression. Now if you take this volume charge density, so if you take a small volume in the spherical polar coordinate, you know small volume in the spherical polar coordinate is r square sin theta d theta d phi dr. So the rho is here, this is the small volume and this is the distance. This distance will be root under r square plus z square minus 2r z cos theta. You know very well because of the vector, this is a r and this is a z, so this value will be r square plus z square minus 2r theta 2r z cos theta. Here there is a volume integral, there is a d theta, d phi, dr, there is 3 integral. So integration of d phi will be 0 to 2 pi, that gives you only 2 pi. Okay. Now if you you integrate with respect to theta, then integrate with respect to r, because in theta there is present of r. So integration of d theta 0 to pi, the limit of the theta will be 0 to pi sin theta d theta and root under this. If you take this as a t square and if you change this limit, you will be get this is mod of r minus z, because there is a square, the r can be greater than z or less than z, that's why I take a mod of this. So you will be get this expression, and there is two possibility, r can be greater than z if r greater than z, though, so this is r minus z. If r less than z, this is z minus r. So for r greater than z, r minus z, you will be get 2 by r, and for r less than z, z minus r, you will be get 2 by z. So if you put these two expression for 0 to z, this is the r less than z, that's why 2 by z, and z to this is actually r less than z case, and this is r greater than z case, right? So if you put this spread this integration into two part, and actually the integration will be up to 0 to r. So integrating into two part, you will be get this expression, this is the potential at the inside. And you know the charge density will be total charge by total volume. So if you put the value of rho in this expression, put the value of rho in this expression, you will be get this expression. Okay, and you can check this is the same as we obtained earlier in this 2.21. If you this is v of z as a function of z, if you take this distance as a r, so this expression z replaced by small r. Okay, and which is the similar as we obtained 2.21 in this video we just in the first question. Okay, go to the next one. 2.29 says check that the equation 2.29 satisfy Poisson's equation while applying Laplacian, and this equation 1.102 1.102 is grad square 1 by curl r equals to minus 4 pi delta q curl r, and this is the value potential expression. So if you take grad square v 1 by 4 grad square of these two, and the grad square follow up within that, because this rho is a function of r prime not r, but this gradient will be on the r, that's why the this can be taken out from this gradient, and this value will be minus 4 pi delta q of curl r, and curl r is nothing but r minus r prime, and minus 4 pi taken out, and from the Dirac delta function, you know this will be 1 when r equal to r prime, this will be 1. From Dirac delta function, you know that is delta q r minus r prime actually 1 when r equals to r prime, that's why I put the value of r prime as a r, this is 1, otherwise this will be 0. So 4 by 4 cancel out, so rho by epsilon naught, and this is the grad square v equal to minus rho by epsilon naught, which is the Poisson equation. Okay, I think clear. This is a long calculation in many times. Do yourself this calculation, and if there is any problem, you must comment in the comment box. Okay, so that's it for today. This is all about me, and this is my contact details, and this is my YouTube channel details. Go to this channel, you will get the others video for physics related and some mathematics. You can go through this channel, you can get this video and share this video to your friends so that he or she also get benefit, and subscribe this channel if you new in this channel, and press the bell icon to this get the notification of upcoming video. And those already subscribed, thanks for subscription, and so take care. We will meet in the next video as soon as possible. Thank you.